gentle and restorative class. So some weeks I'm just all restorative. Some weeks I'll do gentle first and then allow us to restore. I thought today we could focus on 3 terms: recharge, replenish, recalibrate. And so those are kind of the sections of the practice. So we're going to use the active yoga to recharge our battery, so to speak, and to get us energized. And then we're going to replenish by taking stillness and restoring the mind and body in positions that are going to be very supportive. And then, of course, we'll end in Shavasana that helps the mind and body integrate the benefits and recalibrate our system. So with that in mind, the subject matter for today, besides those 3 terms that I wanted to use, is the idea of holding space. I love that yoga studios hold space for all walks of life to come into practice. I love that it holds space for all kinds of emotion. I love that it holds space for all types of healing at so many different layers. And we're going through this mass awakening and ascension. Humanity's going through it, the planet's going through it. And with this idea of the awakening and ascension, I feel like it's really important to hold space for everything that's happening, because there's just so much happening. So many solar flares hitting the planet. The energy and the vibration of the Schumann resonance has been constantly rising. It's like astronomical right now. And we are energetic beings, so we're sensitive to this. And I don't think we realize how sensitive we actually are with this. And there's periods where we are tired, like I'm feeling it today, I'm tired. And it's because of all the changes that are happening inside of our body. Our bodies are actually becoming less dense and are turning more into light. People are developing an extra chakra. And we talk about the 7 main chakras, but there's one that people are starting to gain called the higher heart chakra. And that higher heart chakra is like Christ consciousness. It's like unconditional love. It's something super, super profound that hasn't even existed in the past. So we're all developing this. We're all going through it together. And I feel like it's really important for us to hold space for this. And I think restorative yoga is the perfect type of practice to hold space for all the changes and for all the healing that needs to happen. So that's what I invite you to do today as we move into our bodies. I don't care what position you take right now. The guys, you can stay on your back if you'd like. The ladies are sitting up. You can stay sitting up, or you can join the guys and lie down. Either way is fine. But let's just begin to coax ourselves with breath. So closing the eyes in whatever shape you take. And at first, just paying attention to what is showing up in your mind and body. Some days we may feel like there's an inner storm. Other times we may feel inner peace. Let's set our intention to hold space for wherever we are currently at. Once you've checked in with your mind and body, pay attention to the in and the out flow of your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Bringing all your conscious awareness to the breath so it's underneath your command. Breathing in fresh prana, this vital life force energy. Breathing out to a state of centeredness and into a sweet state of surrender. Feel the breath undulating up and down through your body. Feeling the belly and the chest swell on the inhale. And feeling both relax inward on the exhale. This breath is one of our greatest life support systems. Yet it's something we often take for granted. Continue to breathe. To anchor yourself here in this present moment of now. Setting your intention to restore your inner power and energy through recharging. Setting your intention to replenish your mind, your body, and spirit through this refreshment and restorative poses. And setting your intention to use Shavasana as a way to recalibrate, as a way to reset or to alter our state of consciousness. And on your next in-breath, if you're reclined on your back, go ahead and bend your knees. Roll away to one side of your body. And then gently begin to flutter the eyes open. We're going to find our strap once you come up. And we're going to come all the way up to stand to start with. So bring the strap with you, unroll it, and then I would suggest folding it in half. Once you fold it in half, look down at your feet. Set your toes up on one straight plane, spread them nice and wide, really ground them down, ignite the work through the muscles of your legs. Hold that strap shoulder distance apart and bring the arms up overhead. When you bring the arms up overhead, I want you to notice whether or not you're still drilling the feet down. Feel the height that you're gaining in your posture. Feel some of the muscles waking up in your belly and back. And then on your exhalation, gently curve to the right side, keeping your head angled between the shoulders. Chandrasana crescent moon. Affirming here as you recharge, strength, and courage, fill up my body cells. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the left. Feel the ribs fanning open and encourage more breath into your right lung. Maybe affirming mentally within, strength and courage fill up my body cells. Inhale, rise all the way to the top. Exhale, bring the strap just behind the head. Envision that you're passing the strap towards someone behind you until you start to experience some vibration occurring in the strap. That's actually stemming from tension getting released in the trapezius, in that upper back area. Inhale, relift the arms overhead, and then exhale, bring the arms back down. All right, when you're here, you're going to take that strap behind your back. You're still holding it shoulder distance apart. Your shoulders crank back, your arms lift up away from the buttocks. Now, if you have a hard time with this action here, you may just want to stay standing and just breathe up into your chest. If you can keep the shoulders rolling back, bend the knees, push the tailbone back, fold over your thighs, and let your head drip down toward your knees. No intention to touch, just in that general direction. Shoulders still rolling in and cinching towards the spine. Arms lifting up and away from the body. Breath staying nice and strong. As you exhale, release the arms, pressurize the feet, and slowly come up to stand. Good, now you're gonna open that strap so it's wider. Inhale, let your right arm lift up. Let it circle over the back and down to the sacrum. Right hand again, lift the right arm up, bring it overhead and down towards the legs. Left arm, bring it up on the in-breath, circle it down on the out-breath. Inhale, left arm circles up, and then exhale down in front. Once you do that, take the strap over the left shoulder. Let it hang down the back. Fly the left arm skyward and spin the hand so it's turned away from you so that you can tag a hold of the strap that's hanging here. Bring your free hand to tug the arm closer to the head. And now take that free hand behind the back, find the strap hanging down, and walk it slowly up your back. Ground the feet, lift through your kneecaps, lift through your navel. Close your eyes, breathe into your shoulders and up into your heart. And I want you to affirm mentally within, free in my heart, I choose to live without fear. Free in my heart, I choose to live without fear. Relax the right arm and the left. And bring that over to the right side. Inhale, right arm lifts, palm turns away, bend the elbow, find that strap, and then tuck the elbow in. When you're ready, free hand circles behind the back. You may have more or less restriction on this side. Sometimes we get a little crooked to get the hand up, so just re-lift through your side body and lift up through the sternum and the crown of your head. Close the eyes. Breathe up into your heart. Free in my heart, I choose to live without fear. I choose love. Gently release, and you can go into the back now. We're going to do a little energization work since we're talking about recharging today. And we're going to work up through the body. The first thing I want you to do is scrunch your left foot. Scrunch it and like contract those muscles a little bit. And then exhale, release. All right, contract, lift your heel just slightly. See if you can contract your left calf. See if you can contract your left thigh. And then release all that. Okay, stretch your right foot. Pick up the heel, tighten through the calf. Lower the heel, tighten through the quads. Good, release. Bring your left hand to the left cheek or the buttocks and squeeze just that side. The thigh may come with it, that's all right. And then right side, squeeze. Again, the thigh may get engaged. All right, release. Bring that contraction to the lower belly. Bring it to the upper belly. Now bring it to the left forearm, creating a fist. Bring it to the right forearm, creating a fist. Contract your biceps on the left arm. Biceps on the right arm. Create kind of a lizard neck. And then release. All right, we're gonna bring that up through the body. Left foot, keep it contracted. Right foot, keep it contracted. Left calf, you don't have to lift the heel. Right calf. Left thigh, right thigh. Left buttocks, right buttocks. Lower belly, upper belly. Left forearm, right forearm. Upper arm, right upper arm. Neck, chest, breathe. And then let it go. When we contract and release, we detoxify the muscles. And this is the way Paramahansa Yogananda would say, this is how we recharge the body. Contracting, releasing, charging our battery. Bend the knees. Your palms are gonna come together. We're gonna do a double inhale where we're tensing the body from the feet to the fist to the throat. So it looks like this. Double inhale through the nose and the double exhale out through the mouth. We come back relaxed. Okay, double inhale, tense with will, double exhale, relax, let it go and feel. Okay, inhale, tense up through the body, low, medium, high vibration, exhale, let it all go. This is gonna build some inner heat too. Think about creating your own resistance. Good, now come to stand. Your hands are gonna create a fist, your feet are gonna be apart. It's the still double breath work. Double inhale, double exhale. Looks like this. Just back and forth. Okay, when you're ready. Last one. This to the chest. The same breath work. I'll just show you. Okay, we're swinging, so make sure you're not going to hit anyone or any wall. And let's begin. Last one. Come back to sit. Step to the top of the mat. Open your palms. Set your eyes on one place. And I want you to feel your body. Feel that charge of energization. It may feel like warmth. It may feel like some tingling sensation. But then try to magnetize it up to the mind's eye. And bring your palms together and feet together. We're gonna work our way down towards the floor. As you inhale, sweep the arms to your sides and up, maybe to upward worship. Being grateful for all the blessings you've received thus far and the ones that are yet to come. Exhale, slowly hinge forward from your hips, separating the hands along the way, so that you're bowing over into what we call Uttanasana. Plug the feet down, line your legs up so your hips, knees, and ankles are aligned. Let your head go. You can even nod your head to release some of that tension. You can roll the shoulders to relieve any tension. Affirming nothing and no one on this earth can hold me down or back. Next, inhale, step back plank. You come into plank position. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. Keep the head up. Keep your thighs up. On your out breath,
You're gonna push back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. Shining your sits bones upward, bowing your head downward, looking in the direction of the feet or beyond. Magnify your breath, befriend it, create unison with it, because it's the perfect way to hold space for yourself, for all your thoughts, for all your feelings, and for all how life has impacted you thus far. Go ahead and sink down to your knees. All right, from your knees, you're gonna bring it into cow tilt, Vitalasana. Rolling open, creating a saddle effect to your back. And exhale, round to cat stretch. Bring it to flexibility to the spine as you inhale, roll open. And exhale, round it out. Do 2 more in sync with your breath. Last one. Now find your strap. We're going to come down to our back. We're going to do supine Padangusthasana. So when you draw the right knee in towards your upper body, you're going to take the strap around the foot and then sail it up over your body. Your left leg planted on the mat. Your foot is pushing up into the fabric of the strap. And at the same time, you're gently pulling on the strap. Padangusthasana A. Finding your edge of flexibility. Finding where you can hold the position but still breathe well. The legs help to promote action. So they represent moving forward. Sometimes we feel like we're sliding or taking those steps back. Sometimes we have to circle back to see how much we've grown, to be contemplative about how we've evolved, or maybe there's still a lesson in there to learn. Bring both ends of the strap into your right hand. Use your left hand to hold down the left hip, and then slowly carry the leg over to the right. Now, push down through your left thigh and press out through your left heel so that you're less apt to roll over. The foot and leg should be hovering a distance away from the floor. And we're paying attention to honor the flexibility of the inner thighs. From Padangusthasana B, inhale, lift the leg back up. Swap hands to hold the strap, release your right arm. This time we are going to roll off the low back towards your left hip. The leg's going to cascade over and across to the other side. Again, the foot's going to hover, and you're going to push the foot into the strap. And when you push the foot into the strap, that's going to activate that iliotibial band, that outer connective tissue from the hip down to the outseam of the leg. This is the gallbladder meridian, according to Chinese medicine. We're trying to flush out the things that gall us or irritate us or frustrate us. This week, we started with the theme expectations. We talked about how expectations breed frustration and disappointments, and is an elusive form of control. On your next in-breath, gently roll back to the sacrum, lifting the leg back up overhead, and then exhale, bend the knee, remove the strap. Slide your right leg down the mat, pull your left leg towards your chest, wrap the strap around the foot, and carry it up. Activate both legs, activate both feet. Pulling down on the strap at the same time, you're pushing the flesh into the fabric. Breathe into the hamstrings. This is our root chakra. Our foundation. Our foundation is so important to take care of. We have a firm foundation. We feel like space is being held for us. And that's why so many of us feel off kilter these last couple of years, because our foundation was completely shaken. Now take both ends of the strap into your left hand. Use your right hand to hold down the hip. Open up the hip, send the leg and abduct it away from your midline. It requires action in the right leg. Awareness in your core to stabilize this pose. Inhale, bring the leg back up. Swap hands to hold it. Roll towards your right hip. Move into the spinal rotation. Give yourself a little more if you want it. All right, inhale, let's bring that leg back up. Exhale, bend the knee, remove the strap. Both knees. Roll over to your right side. Prop yourself up and find your bolster. So Rick, you're kind of in the lead. You and Debbie can be the leaders of the pack here. You're gonna sit up and you're gonna face the door, kind of like the way I'm facing you. Your bolster is gonna go down the lane of your mat, touching your right foot. Feet off to the left hip. All right, inhale, you're gonna lift up energetically. You're gonna slowly wind around to face the prop. And you're gonna bring your arms down, your belly down, your chest down, and your face down. Basically plummeting down to this pillow. If you turn to the left cheek, it's gonna be more intense in your neck and low back. If you turn to the right cheek, it'll be more gentle. If it feels more comfortable and more intuitive for you to be on your brow, you can rest there at your third eye. So we've completed the active poses with the intention of recharging ourselves. Now we're moving into replenishment, to refresh and to restore the mind, the body, and the spirit. If you just concentrated on your breath alone,
that would be enough. But you get a bonus by being in this position as you're honing in on your breath. The bonus being here in the twist is that twist or the most cleansing of all the yogic positions. It's good for the skeletal system, the muscular system, the digestive system, the endocrine system, the respiratory system. And since we're restoring, it's good for the nervous system too. So calm yourself down with your breath. Caught up in thinking, if your body starts resisting, you ask it to let go. If that's the case, take a breath, sigh out the exhale. Release a little deeper into this position.
Slide the hands in. Slowly press our way up.
And the bolster can stay where it's at. We'll just turn them on. So that the legs are off to the right hip, the bolster is connected to the left. Be sure you elongate your spine first and then twist so that the circulation can move into the spinal disc. That will help to keep them supple.
And then gently roll down to your belly, your chest. To the opposite cheek than you did before. And then, of course, if you rested on your brow or third eye, you can stay there. The restorative positions are all about restoring and replenishing. So do just that. count 7 more breaths. And after 7, glide your hands closer, slowly press up. And the next pose, I'm going to show you 2, actually, really, there's 3 different ways to do it. So several of you I noticed have blocks, and maybe you prefer using the block with restorative bridge, where you lift up and slide it under your sacrum and kind of hang out here. But there's a couple ways to do it with the bolster, even. And basically, it's the same way, you know. It's not going to elevate you as high, but this is what I was going to suggest. If you wanted to try it where the bolster's going the long ways, where you're sitting on it, but then taking your shoulders, head and neck down, sometimes it's nice to straighten the legs. So you could do it this way. They're all restorative bridge poses. So you could do it this way, turning the bolster the other way with knees bent, or block under the sacrum with knees bent. And if you've never experimented with all those different forms, you can experiment to see what you prefer, maybe what your body feels better with. So sit on it more in the middle, like up here. So that, yeah, now feel the heart like now. That is nice. Does anybody need help getting 7? Looks like you're getting, I like how everybody kind of does their own thing. Those choices that you have. How's that work? Is it good? Do you feel like you need one for your hand, or is that good? Yeah, fine. If or when you ever feel like you need more props, especially a blanket, just raise your hand and I'll be happy to get it for you. So now I want you to hold space in your heart, since this is a more heart opening pose. Hold space for any loss or grief. Hold space so that you can open your heart to forgiveness, empathy, and compassion. Hold space in your heart, because this is where we have an infinite amount of love that's available. This pose is equally working as an inversion because the heart is higher than the head. Just as we're holding some sacred space in our heart, create, cultivate some sacred space in your mind. Enjoy dropping in those spaces between each thought. Calming it down, slowing it down. And understanding that within those spaces is the beginning of creation itself. It's within those spaces, if we choose to dwell there, we can truly recalibrate. Feel free to affirm mentally within bones, muscles, movement. I surrender now. Anxiety, elation, depression, any and all turning thoughts. And now give over to the hands of peace. Peace, be still. Be still and know that I am. slide the feet in if the legs are stretched. And if you have a bolster, you can tuck and lift and use your hands to spin that bolster the longer way or the sideways and stack underneath your thighs. And then your hands rest on your belly. If you're on the block, come away from the block, tuck the bolster under your thighs so that your back can lower to the ground. Your arms and hands can really rest anywhere. If you've been feeling a slightly dazed and confused, or if you felt a little lost or bewildered, you may want to ground yourself. And a great way to do that is resting your hands on your stomach. Not only can you feel that heat and energy exchange between the two, but you'll notice the belly rising and falling as you breathe. Let this be your focus as you turn in and relax. Relaxing to recalibrate.
Begin to deepen the flow of our breath. And we need to activate a little movement of the hands. You're ready to tuck the knees in, to give yourself a nice big bear hug. And then roll over to one side of your body. Be at liberty to come up to take a seat. To conclude our time together. Our intention for today's practice was to recharge, replenish, and recalibrate. Really, that's the goal of every yoga practice. That we can walk away feeling more harmonious and balanced within. So that we're able to hold space for where we are, for what's going on, not only in our own life, but in other people's lives. Thank you for holding space with me today. Joining palms together to prayer position at the heart. Let's seal this practice. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. When Shanti is said 3 times, it doesn't just mean peace. It means may we be free and at peace with anything out of our control. May we be free and at peace with anything imposed upon us by another. And may we be free and at peace by any internal concerns or stressors of our own. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up today and for holding space for yourself and for each other.